Alright, hello everybody and welcome to our Project Terra Gamedev stream. I'm Felix aka Luxen, I will do the game development, and with me in the voice chat today is Henne aka Geflügel.
That's true.
And that's it, we also have our...
Say no soundboard, no.
The soundboard is not here still because it's still broken, I think.
And
The
also
problem-
no other
Yeah, it keeps breaking all the time. But we have music, so...
music bot is here.
Yes. Which works more or less properly. There's also Teflora in the chat, spamming a lot of layer cheese.
Oh,
Hi,
God damn
Flora.
it. Do I have to...
And also
I have to
subscribing
ban her.
for 54 months. Thank you. So there might be more people in the chat. But otherwise just the two of us. Yes,
two of us
so...
against the world.
So what?
The two of us against the world.
Yeah, that's how it is.
That's-
Well, today I work on towards party members, and we already presented one of those party members, Filia, and thing in the blog post way too long ago, and she's still not properly implemented, and I want to work on that finally. So, yeah, and if we make some good progress there. Maybe also code a bit of stuff related to party members. So that's the plan at least. Okay, let me make the music a bit quieter. Okay, and if you have any questions about whatever, just ask in the chat. And maybe write at @RadicalFishGame or at Geflügel, so it's easier for us to spot the question. Otherwise, we might miss the question.
It's very
And-
unlikely, but it could happen.
Yeah, possibly.
Do you know what else we miss, Felix?
What do we miss?
Each other. I
Yeah,
miss you, Felix.
I miss you
But
too. Hannah.
also, thanks.
Yeah.
But also, we missed a lot of really weird, small collision bugs in CrossCode.
That's true, we did.
I recently saw a few again in our Discord. I was like, man, how the heck did we miss those? So in the middle of the path, basically. God damn it.
Well,
Yeah, happens. Is
As
it cold
long-
in Austria right now, Felix?
we are not. I don't know. I'm not in Austria. I'm in Germany, so.
Maybe we could ask-
It's actually not that cold. It's actually kind of decent, but
It's pretty warm.
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of cold though. So that's maybe because I don't feel 100% well today, which I just realized, I think, an hour ago or so after I announced the stream. But I will just do some stuff and see how I feel. So maybe the stream will be a bit shorter today. We will see.
High feeling, kind of.
Hoppy the Fool asks, is there a release date for the playable beta? No, there's no release dates currently because it's still too early. Everything takes a bit longer than expected. Yeah.
Is it because we are working on a secret second project?
No, not really. That at least not.
Not that you know about.
Oh no.
No.
Like a secret project in Radical Fish games happening that I'm not aware of, or no.
Yeah, it's like a very guerrilla company that we have here. There's intrigue and
Yeah.
political thriller things. I mean, do we even plan a playable beta in a classical way? That's like a bigger question.
I think we might do early access, at least was the idea. But otherwise...
Medium length early access. That's why our new protagonist is called Mlair.
Do we get a release date for the release date of the release date? Oh no. Not even that. We did have release dates for CrossCode. Hi, Yui.
Hey, Yui.
Okay, and good night, Yui.
Good night, Yui. Sleep well. No, you enjoy the stream or the sleep.
Xlog says, I'm looking forward to this new game. CrossCode set the bar so high for me. Yeah, there's a bit of pressure. Hopefully we'll be able to do something as good again.
You should have made CrossCode worse.
Yeah, that would have made things easier now, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's stream. What you see here is our tile set for Filia, who currently looks like this, and this already is actually a pretty good state overall. So there's actually not too much stuff to do. I just want to tweak things, in particular the hair. The hair has some issues right now. That's what I mostly want to work on. Also, maybe trying some poses for certain parts like this one. And then trying to sketch some animations, see if everything works well. Really just tweaking things a bit. That's mostly what I want to do today. And I know that these things take a bit of time, so it's possible I will be busy with that for the whole stream. But otherwise, I can also work a bit on the coding side for party members. That's the other thing. Gesture says she looks great. Thank you. Like a whole lot of people designing this character, and she has extremely fluffy hair, which is a bit of a pain to actually work with. And the problem we right now have is that the hair is just, it's kind of like it's down here and then it's moving up when you rotate the camera, so there's some weird perspective thing happening. So that's something I want to work on today. And yeah, we will see. So its own HP bar. Potentially. If the hair has its own HP bar.
Oh yeah.
It's like a whole body part that needs to be destroyed first. Okay, let's see. Okay, the first thing I want to do is actually remove some nodes because certain things are not needed for this character.
It generates its own force field.
We don't need the weapon belt. I don't think we need weapons for now, so let me just remove them. Can still add them when we need them. Okay, so the first thing is we have hair. We have a hair node, and I will now make a new node, which is hair end. And this one has the parent hair. And I'll move this a bit down. So this is essentially the bone that we use to place and rotate the hair. So that's the idea. And then actually this looks okay. Maybe it can be a bit. No, this looks fair. Yeah. Tulio80 says hello. How are you today? I'm okay. Well, as I mentioned, I'm feeling a bit below the weather today, or how do you say?
You are feeling below the weather.
Yeah. Okay.
You must die here now.
No, please. I don't want to die. Don't kill me. Okay, so first I'm moving those graphics. Okay.
It was Animal Crossing music, right?
New Horizon music.
Yeah. I recently learned that that you have a lot of like totally legally distinct Animal Crossing music on sites like AudioStock. It's like basically
What?
just I have no idea how it works. I mean, it's basic. I basically just heard it during a stream. The streamer was also like, "Wait, this is just Animal Crossing with a few with a few notes like swapped or like a bit different sounding." And then she was like, I hope I'm not gonna get DMC8 over there. Because it was
Okay.
just... And she also like read the names of those files, and it was like file names like, Grumpy Raccoon selling stuff in his shop or something.
Yeah,
Stuff that sounds like
that doesn't sound like
Animal Crossing at all.
at
yeah.
all. No,
Like,
no, very different.
it was really funny to listen to that, and to her talking like
Okay.
reading the names and be like,
Maybe a bit
It's a bit
closer.
sus.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, did you also hear the loud explosions today in Germany?
There were loud explosions?
Yeah, Germany exploded 2 times.
What?
No, there was actually, how do you say it? There was like a blue hedgehog was here in Germany, 2 of them actually, and they caused a sonic boom.
What are you talking about? I didn't
Are
follow
you
the
like
news.
Trying to make a joke and it's not quite working.
No, it's actually a reference to a real event that happened today, but you might have
Okay.
not heard it in Saarland because of the desert winds.
Oh, hi Stefan, by the way.
By the way, hey Stefan, and also thanks to Mark Nefedov for gifting 10 subscriptions, and they already gifted 36 subscriptions overall. It's quite a bit. So congratulations
Damn.
to Kotos 2, Schmerzender Kaktus, ouch, Übergeek 77, The Fabricator, Crymanic, Coder Boy, R. Xanadu, Chachas Henry, The Real Tetro, and Day Sean for the subscriptions. And thanks again to Mark Nefedov. 10 times at least. No, we actually had like 2 fighter jets scrambling in near Hanover, from what I understand,
Wow, okay.
to intercept civilian plane, because it didn't answer apparently. So they had to check if something was wrong there.
Okay.
Like if it got, like I assume they had to check if it got kidnapped or something, because like obviously if a plane isn't answering, if it doesn't give a signal, then something could have happened. So they had to scramble on a holiday, which they usually don't do for practice, and that caused like 2 really loud booms, sonic booms even. Wow. And those were very loud. So you basically heard them from Hanover and a certain hypothetical town called Bielefeld, from what I heard. Yeah, I mean, I'm not joking about that, by the way. That really happened today. It was really, really loud. I was like, holy shit, what happened?
Okay.
So, I mean, did you never hear those? Like, ever in your life?
Those sounds, you mean?
Yeah, from a plane? From a fighter plane?
No, I think I did. Because in Rheinland-Pfalz there is Rammstein close by.
Oh,
and,
right. You're a big Rammstein fan.
No. And so there were
Didn't know if-
fighting jets flying over
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
places where I used to be when I was younger.
Yeah.
Damn, how do we
Little
do
known
this?
fact. little known fact: the German band Rammstein uses a lot of sonic boom noises in their songs. Yeah, but the thing is, they're obvious. I mean, it's not obvious, but they're not allowed to do like practice flights that cause that much noise on holidays, as we have one today. So it only happened because they had to do that because of that civilian plane that didn't
A
answer.
sign that we have it too good, that we are annoyed at the loud boom on our free label.
I mean, I personally wasn't really annoyed. It just came out of nowhere, and I was like, "Oh, what was that?" It's not like I was annoyed, but of course we had people on Facebook apparently. Who, first of all, there were people around this area, or the general area, that heard it, that called the police and was like, "Oh no, what's going on?" And then you had people on Facebook who were like panicked and asked, "Oh no, is the war beginning?" or something like that. I'm like, calm down a bit. I mean, even if there was a war beginning, it usually wouldn't begin in the middle of Germany, most likely. Like, come the fuck on.
People don't live. I mean, I live next to a pressure factory there.
Yeah, I mean,
it booms every like 3 days.
yeah, I'm assuming that those people that are very panicky are those living in like villages and suburbs that don't really have loud noises ever. Like, most countries ban supersonic flight over land. Yeah, but I mean, if it's the military, I mean, they have to practice at some point. So I assume you kind of have like exceptions for that. Ah, you mean for like civilian planes? Yeah, I assume it's also true for Germany. I mean, the only time we really got supersonic flights in Germany is like for military training, like Air Force and stuff. I love Luxon's focus animation, by the way. Says the Predator 766. Someone says, "I love Luxon's focused animation."
When I'm focused or what? Okay.
Yeah, the animation of you as a person. But
Okay.
I assume they mean like
Yeah.
you focusing.
Yeah, I can't really. Yeah.
Your focus idle animation.
Yeah,
things.
I'm just trying to get this hair work because it's really tricky. Okay, I mean this kind of works, I guess. Just need to make sure it's not so much.
Of course, my favorite animation is the animation of you trying to eat while you're standing and then having a critical failure.
God, oh no.
Just remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
It was funny. Mach
Yeah,
keinen
very
Scheiß,
funny.
Felix.
Okay.
How many dev streams did we have since Cross Week? 1, right? Or did we have 2?
No, that's good enough for me.
Also, people in chat. I'm sure you noticed that we released another blog post recently. Our very well and regularly updated Gamedev blog.
That's true.
Look, I can even post it in. Oh, God damn it! I misclicked. I can even post it in chat.
Let's see. Maybe I should not make it rotate and scale.
Okay. Wait a second. How do I ban people?
That's better.
Felix, how do I ban people?
Don't.
Not me. God damn it! How do I ban people? Oh, is it this one? No. Felix, help me. How do I ban people?
No, you don't ban people. Why? What?
We got a great offer. Someone wants to help us by going to
Why
Dog.
can't you just click on it and ban the person? Like,
No, wait,
she
how do I
was-
do it?
I thought.
Is it here? Mod. Do I have to go to mod view for this shit?
You mean you can't just click on the user and there's you need to ban. Okay, well, somebody
Yeah,
banned them already.
okay, now I found it. I had to go to mod view apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It was. I guess they made it a bit harder for me to ban people by accident.
Yay.
That's
At
why they
least
did it.
that's probably good. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really had the opportunity to ban someone in like years at this point. And I'm finally getting banned. Yeah, it's a bot, obviously. I just couldn't find my shooting thing. My shooting iron, as we say in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we had a blog post recently, and it was the first blog post of the year, which is kind of embarrassing, but I guess we always like kind of delayed the post because we were always like, but if we wait another week, we can make even more
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, it was a distraction.
Distraction, yeah.
It's work to make blog posts, and we wanted to focus on other stuff. So
Yeah.
stuff we want.
Even if it's just work for like one person and a few hours maybe. But it's just work that you kind of don't want to.
Right, it includes preparing tweets and all that. So
Yeah, that too.
I actually spent more than a few hours just polishing this map. I mean, to be fair, we have to do this work sooner or later anyway. So, but
Polishing what map? Oh, you mean that
Peak
okay.
02 map? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we still have to do it at some point. Oh, I can even see a history of all the stuff that got done by mods on the channel, like when I allowed hookers to be set. Hookers is now a valid term in our channel, in our chat.
Okay.
Same as fetish. Masturb come with K. Okay. And baby. For some reason baby was not allowed. In the button. Oh yeah. And for some reason huge was also allowed. Not allowed.
Mm-mm.
And Twitch sure has some rigged filters. Anyway.
Okay, now I need to just move all the frames until they fit the graphic, which might take some time.
By the way, I appreciate the fluffy red hair. It's
Yeah,
very fluffy and red.
that is unfortunately also why this will take some time to get
Yeah.
right, because this fluffy hair is quite troublesome.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, have you paid attention to my Twitter profile like today
no,
or in recent times?
no. Also no.
I mean,
You need to send me
course.
a link, otherwise I will not see it.
I'm not sure if you want to check it out on stream.
Yeah, I don't have to.
It's actually not bad. It's just a certain something that I retweet a lot recently might have a parallel to what you're working on right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, you're welcome, Felix.
Yeah.
I finished the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 DLC.
Oh, that's quick.
And? Is it good?
I liked it. I mean, it's definitely shorter, like 20 hour-ish, if you're fast.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a standalone DLC, so
I
yeah,
mean, it's like the Golden Country Toner, right? So it is big.
yeah. I just want to ask, how big is it compared to the other two standalone DLCs? I mean, standalone, quote unquote, more like, you know what I mean, expansion DLCs.
Same as the Chronicles 2 one, I would say.
Okay. And compared to Chronicles 1?
Definitely larger because you have like 3 sub areas.
Okay. I mean, 20 hours is okay for like.
I
It's
played
more
on
than
easy
okay.
too, so I can't handle this combat system for
Okay.
anything anymore. It's
issue.
too much. Like they talk too much. And I know this, right? Now that I play Final Fantasy XIV a little bit more, they try to make it that it feels like a raid, you know, as if you're fighting in a dungeon or in a raid. But the problem is, in a raid, the other players' characters, they don't talk. They don't say anything. They just shut up.
Stefan, but only because they would talk if you were on like Discord or TeamSpeak or something.
No, they wouldn't. Everyone knows their roles. They don't have to say it. They
No,
move every
Stefan,
time.
they would if you were in a random group with voice.
Again, no.
the good
Everyone
old
knows
days.
what to do. The tank pulls the enemy, the healers heal.
Yeah.
the DPS
You say
don't care
that.
about anyone and just, you know.
You
mash
say
it.
that. You. I bet with you that in like some good old days, in the shitposty days of World of Warcraft or something, you would have like a lot of random voice acting, random voice chatter of people insulting each other and stuff like that.
Yes, but maybe it happens via text, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but anyway, I believe you.
It's not very.
What were you talking about? About raids in...
Xenoblade compared to
About
Final Fantasy
the constant voice lining
and talking.
Oh,
Xenoblade series.
oh boy. Yeah, oh yeah, they had this for a long time.
Felix, I sent you a link, but you have to scroll down a bit if you want to see
Okay.
what I mean.
Okay. Let me not show this on stream, just to be safe.
Don't you dare.
You will see what I mean if you scroll down a bit.
Oh, this red-haired character. Okay,
Yeah.
Great.
I might have.
A new waifu.
I like her design. Let's put it this way. Like.
Filia's hair still seems very much alive.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see.
Let's go.
But there's one good thing, Felix. Filia's hair is at least not quite as long. Still long, but head shorter.
Yeah.
And it's a bit
Fortunately.
more of a. It's a bit more of one floofy blob. Okay, no, actually it isn't. It has like strands. It is kind of complicated.
Oh, yeah, it's not 10 p.m. Stop talking about your anime.
And talking about Filia, what are you talking about?
No, you were
Also-
talking about your waifu.
It's not an anime. It's a game. Shut up. And it's also a good game. That's well written.
Sure.
Felix,
Mark,
did you-
yes,
Okay.
he will write the music for Terra as well. He already did, in fact.
Yes.
And it is.
Write the music.
And you were almost correct. It is Dennis Akbulut. Not Akbukut. It's just one letter wrong.
Okay, let's see.
Half expecting some glitch involving teleporting hair. This isn't Dwarf Fortress. Felix, did you actually see this one thing that I sent you recently?
No.
Where I told you that I tried to get into Arknights again, but then I had like one story scene. I was like, man.
Yeah, you sent me something with walls of text, and I didn't look at it. Yeah.
That was kind of the point, Felix.
Yeah.
It was kind of the
Is there a
point.
relationship between Hannah and Felix? Like Hannah sends Felix something and Felix ignores it.
Yeah,
but
recently, yeah.
that was the point.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, it was the point. Like, just want to show, look how much horrible amounts of text these are and everything. Yeah, I mean, I already know this game has very long dialogues.
Yeah. The thing is, that has been the first time in like some time that I would try to catch up to the main story. And this is an even worse example than the one that I sent you before, because it's literally just two people talking with each other, and then you have like, I'm just gonna send it in Discord, a small. Then you have like this. Just look at those names. You have the same name, talking and talking and talking. Then the other name says one sentence, and then the other person just continues talking again. I'm like, oh god damn it. Shut the fuck up, man. And then I just gave up and basically pressed the fast forward button. And then it still took like 5 minutes until the fucking scene was over. It's like,
Oof.
come on, Arknights, come on. And then I
put in the writer's documentation completely in the game.
Yeah, the thing is, there's one saving grace, and that is you have like for every scene, you have like a short, basically a too long don't read version, where they explain what happens in the scene in like 3 sentences.
Yeah, that's necessary in that case.
That's basically when you press skip, then they ask you really skip, and then they have like this 2 or 3 sentence summary of what actually happens.
Wait, are we talking about Star Ocean now?
No, we are talking about Arknights.
Oh, okay. So we're back to anime. God damn it, Hannah.
No, it's a game. Shut up.
It's the same.
No,
Anime
it's not.
game. Anime gacha game. Even worse. It's all the 3 things I hate the most.
Xenoblade is also an anime game, so come on. It just doesn't have gacha. Well, Xenoblade 2 has gacha, kind of. Anyway. I just want to say that Limbus Company is better because it actually has very good, snappy written dialogue. And then I made that assumption that it might have something to do with that game having like full voice acting. So, because when you have full voice acting, you kind of have to pay attention to how much text you have.
Yeah, it's kind of getting expensive if you have endless dialogue.
I'm just imagining like trying to make full voice acting for Arknights.
Sometimes I think that's why older games had the advantage that cartridge space was so limited that people couldn't just write whatever length of dialogues they wanted that to be. I think that's definitely probably something that makes older Ace Attorney games better for me, because in those games, I mean, Ace Attorney always had the tendency to have longer dialogues, but back then it felt kind of more limited. And I'm sure if that's because of cartridge space, though, because, you know, it's DS.
Maybe it's just
actually...
writing style.
Oh, actually, it was Game Boy Advance, so maybe.
No. Didn't that start on the DS?
No, it was on Game Boy Advance, even though we only got it for DS, but on Japan
I see. So we basically got the definitive version of the game, more or less.
Sort of, yeah.
The question is, how does that even translate into Japanese, you know? Because they probably, you have to press through stuff less in Japanese.
Do you actually?
That might also factor in, you know? Like the text was more compressed, more compressively written in Japanese, so there was more information on one screen. You read through it and then clicked on the next box, and it moved forward faster.
Yeah, it could potentially be true. I mean, the thing is, Arknights is like Arknights is a Chinese game, and I mean, like just from first glance, I mean, you know how incredibly complex Chinese letters are. So I'm not sure how much information.
They actually simplified a lot. They're actually better at that than Japan is.
Maybe? I'm not sure.
What?
I mean,
are you sure? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Chinese has, I think, still more characters than Japan. There is a simplified Chinese, but I think it's still very, very... a whole lot of characters.
That is much more simplified than the Japanese kanji.
I mean, the question is, does it still have like more information on the same space compared to English, for example, same as Japanese? And I'm just gonna assume yes, and that might also be a bit of an explanation. But that still, I mean, it's still a lot of, even if the text is more compressed, it's still information you have to pass as a human mind, and I think it doesn't make
through a lot of stuff, so.
I mean, same. It's again.
That's why I got through Xenoblade DLC so fast. I just click push in. Especially when they when the NPCs start having the most like dissonant talk that you could have. Like they are having a war with other things.
Mhm.
They have nothing better to do than, think about silly things. I don't know.
I mean, you need
There
some
were a
silly
few of
distractions.
those in the DLC where I felt like, oh my god, just skip.
Yeah, but well, anyway, it's like I mean, one of the reasons why I'm even sending this to Felix, despite him obviously having no interest in Arknights as a game, is like because we know each other's like discussions about dialogue style, and Felix is very, very much on the keep your dialogues compressed, keep it short, and I'm often saying like, yeah, playing Arknights, I really, really get your point.
Yeah, like this game seems to overdoing it way too much.
Yeah, I mean, I sent you a part of this one video, right? And you were where even that video.
It just made me angry seeing this kind of like I don't even know it, but it's just like, oh boy, this is so bad.
By the tundras of Ursus, my homeland, that is constantly under attack by the infected scourge. I am getting attacked by by devious spells and ballistic weaponry. They're just saying, I'm under attack.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Kapu.
Hi there.
Also, some person is getting attacked, and instead of like just realizing that is having like a philosophical treatise on the nature of human aggression or something. Oh, Celia Hogana says, oh look, it's Aloy from the popular game saga video games that releases right before the game of the year. Wait, what? You mean, yeah, she's totally Aloy.
That's totally, yeah, totally.
No, but she has a different name. She's actually called...
It's Aloy when she forgot to go to the barber, but actually she...
She
never goes
anyway.
to the...
Right.
She braids her hair.
When her braids exploded, it's Aloy when the braids exploded. That's
But she's not called
Filia.
Aloy. She's her name is actually Amalgam.
What?
Or Admixture.
Stop.
Or this is
Stop.
a nice word. No, give me this is important.
It's
Another
important.
synonym is apparently adulterant. I'm like, that sounds like a more...
And I have very different definitions of important.
Yeah, I mean, adulterant. That sounds a bit more scandalous. Is that a person who cheats a lot? Go play Brutal Orchestra if you want to see masterclass in dialogue writing. Is this like sarcasm?
Brutal Orchestra, if you want to see masterclass in dialogue writing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
Maybe it was like how we started drinking milk. Some pervert dilled a cow and then shared his finding with the world. And now we all drink milk. At all times, maybe we all are just one pervert away from greatness. Maybe the world just needs the right pervert in the right place.
I'm not sure if this
It's
is...
absolutely not how we started drinking milk. It was desperation.
Yeah.
That us do that.
Yeah.
Not a pervert.
Sure.
Also, I'm totally allowing for the word pervert to be said in this channel.
Okay.
Because sometimes it's just the right word.
Yeah.
Also, what is Brutal Orchestra? I'm just gonna look at it now, and it's a game on Steam that is overwhelmingly positive. Let me guess, it's one of those very minimalistic story games, which I respect. It's actually 2 years old already. Or 1 year, a bit more than 1 year. I see. It's that game, okay. Yeah, this looks like a very snappy game. Just gonna put it on my wish list and follow. Yes. Yes, indeed. Anyway,
Indeed.
this is a dev stream, so we will tell you.
No. You got this wrong, Anna. This is not a dev stream. Felix is doing dev work. Well, both of us rant about other stuff.
Yeah,
but
that's
but we can still talk about game dev related things. And I'm now building a bridge to the topic that we had before, to the game dev, and say, if you write dialogue, don't make it too long.
yes, yes. Okay, I mean, I can actually talk about this too a little bit because I finished Triangle Strategy. I didn't just finish it, I even played 2 endings. Because this game has, I think, 4 major endings or something. One is very hard to reach, even though I'm kind of curious. I'm not sure I will play it for now. What did I want to say? Okay, it's very hard for me to talk about this and making progress. But yeah, overall I actually liked the game. I think mostly for the combat, which I thought was surprisingly good. Because what I expected was like Final Fantasy Tactics, maybe not quite as good, but I think it was actually better than Final Fantasy Tactics in my opinion. Because it had this, it was just, it had a lot of variation, like a lot of twists in later battles where you actually had to use the terrain a lot and it didn't really feel all that repetitive. Celia Ugana said, I wish I could like Triangle Strategy, but it looks so bad. I mean, it has this HD pixel look, and I'm also not the biggest fan of this look. But you know, my opinion always is when it comes to graphics, no matter how bad a game looks, once you start playing it, you kind of start to kind of tolerate the style. And honestly, the game really isn't really ugly. I think it's for some reason I liked it more than when I played Octopath Traveler, because you know what I remember is Final Fantasy Tactics, and this game already had 3D and you know, wasn't exactly pixel precise because of that either. And coming from this angle, this game actually felt surprisingly similar. Just, you know, a lot more shader stuff on top. But you know, stuff like the effects are actually really well done, I think. Like the effects look really pretty in the game. Stuff like casting magics, the whole pacing on how quickly attacks are done is really point on, I think. So this game really, a lot of things are really well done, I think, in terms of presentation. Even if you may not like the style that much, I think overall it's a very polished experience. Also the menu is pretty neat. I like the menus in the game.
Nice. That's important for...
Yeah, okay.
I mean, they're quite minimalistic designed,
They're
but
functional.
yeah.
By the way, I think actually Triangle Strategy has also the better combat compared to Tactics. I actually went back and tried Tactics again. Didn't got much far because nostalgia definitely told me a different story.
Oh.
The game didn't age as well.
Oh.
It was very influential. I can totally see it being like.
I mean, you can still like for the story. You know, obviously I knew the story, so I clicked through most of it. But like for the 10 hour that I played, I was like, huh, this is actually not as fun as I remember. But since then I also played like games that like made Tactics, try different things with Tactics, like really like mix up the gameplay.
I see.
But as far as I know, like in Triangle Strategy, there are members from that original team, right?
Are there?
So it might make sense that they kind of said, all right, what can we do with this new technology that we now have?
Yeah, and I mean, overall, I had a lot of fun with the game, I think. Especially in terms of combat.
I also think that when gameplay is good, you can actually tolerate graphics to a large degree. I mean, I love Neo, but it doesn't look very good. You see, it is an old game that was meant for the PlayStation 3, and so it performs as much. But you know, the gameplay is so fun. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, so about the story, that's actually what I wanted to talk about. And you know,
yeah.
story is actually it has some really interesting moments, and there's actually a lot of decisions, and especially towards the end, the story branches off into very different endings. And to its credit, it really does. It really tries to demonstrate this kind of dynamic where you have different countries and different factions, and they sort of act believable in their own interests, and so you don't really have like this one bad evil, but instead just different ideals. They're just, I know, a lot of it is just overplayed quite a lot, so it's like kind of feels a little bit how do you say, heavy-handed in many moments, but like the ideas behind it kind of make sense. You have like this one nation which is much more liberal, you know, like way too liberal, like if you make yourself, if you do the right things, you will become you will be successful, and there's no, like, your birth doesn't matter or anything. That's one ideal, and the other one was almost communism, I think. Only they connected it with some kind of religion, which was interesting. And they did a lot of other bullshit on top, kind of, which sort of made sense, though it was a little bit kind of I'm not trying to spoil stuff, but it kind of made sense, but it was also kind of a little bit hard to believe that this could actually happen in a way.
Then again, so much weird, wacky shit is happening in the real world at times that.
That's true, but it has a little bit of this. How do you say? Where like some faction tries to hide a certain fact, which should be impossible to hide. Like it's kind of like arguing, oh, there's this secret group that controls things, and they're so hidden perfectly, so nobody knows about them, like this conspiracy theory kind of stuff, and those things, like it's really hard to hide stuff like that, and there was something like that. So they argued they wanted to hide a certain fact, and that's why they did this and that, and it kind of feels like okay.
Yeah. Like,
but you know, but still, I mean, this was actually still, it was interesting. It was actually kind of entertaining, especially towards the end, how things changed, and what side you picked at the end, which you could choose, and how this all played out. And I really liked that about the game, and the writing worked well enough, even though it wasn't especially entertaining. The game had this. What they really tried to do in this game is have characters interact. So you have a lot of character interactions, and talking with each other and having small stories among them. But for some reason, it mostly was just not really that interesting. So I was never really looking forward to seeing those character stories, because they were just kind of bland. Like, there was something about these characters was just, I think the humor just wasn't there. There was no humor that worked for me. I think they were not sarcastic enough for me or something. Like, everything people said was so straight and direct. There was like no smart nuance to the things people said. I mean, it's really hard to pinpoint what it was, but somehow the dialogues were just mostly boring, I thought.
I guess
even though the characters were not bad inherently, it's just the way everything was presented was not really all that interesting.
Maybe it was too much quantity and not enough like quality for them, for each character of each relationship. It's kind of a problem that some Fire Emblem games had as well, especially older ones. It sometimes had that problem as well, that you had a lot of like support conversations, but a lot were like very like dry or not all that interesting.
Maybe it was that.
We also had a question. Hi, what is this program called? It's our custom-made animation editor.
Yes, and the other one is Pixel, A Sprite.
A-Sprite, right. The graphic program is A-Sprite, and the editor for animation and for basically everything else is custom-made. And another question by Kovat, seeing that bone structure, can she bow?
I mean, she
Like,
can, but we
Japanese
definitely need special hair graphics for that. Because if she bows now, it's the hair will just glitch through her, I think. So this is not. This won't be easy.
That's why I like games like Wildermyth. The game GMs the story, it makes your child develop, and the stories they can live can make you smile, cry, and everything in between. Yeah, you mean like those procedural generated stories, basically. In a way, yeah, I mean, they are also a lot of fun if they are done well. But of course, it's a very different kind of storytelling as, compared to like a completely written story. Can we expect another appearance by RPG Maker Default Ninja like in CrossCode?
Oh no.
Less likely. Let's say put it this way, because considering in CrossCode it was also it was a guest role.
Yeah.
Like I just want to say Patreon. Of course, it's not Patreon. It was OnlyFans. I mean, it was. What did we use? Indiegogo, right?
Yeah.
It was an Indiegogo guest role. And also CrossCode had a bit more freedom with stuff like that. And we will likely have with the next game.
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to spin the camera in game? The effect is incredibly cool. Nope.
I actually won't.
I mean,
not directly.
There is a technical thing with, that it's possible, but mostly for the map editor. And in game, we don't want it for practical reasons.
That's true.
Like for the visual stuff, because I will tell you a secret, but please tell no one. Please, this has to be, otherwise, it has to stay in this room. Otherwise, we will get minus 20% on Metacritic and bad reviews and stuff. The backside of most of our graphics don't exist properly.
It's too risky.
Too risky. We can't do that.
We cannot say stuff like this, Robert.
Oh yeah, but now I did, and now
we have to live with this.
Yeah.
Okay. How do I do this? Okay, I mean, I'm getting somewhere, I think.
But where?
To a finished Filia with good-looking hair, hopefully.
By the way, I posted a very important reference in Discord, Felix.
Can I ignore it?
No, it's very important.
I want to ignore it though.
No, you can't. You can't stop.
Where did you post it? In Discord?
Yeah, Discord.
Stone und Stvo. Oh god damn it. Oh, damn it, Hannah.
Fucking terrible.
What is this image? Cash Tallulah.
Wait, what?
I can almost imagine what Tallulah said in this screenshot. I think you posted this before. About
you mean that one? Yeah, that was. Wait, what? I can actually check. Also, I think it was something like, "What are you talking about?" No, it's okay, not quite. I'm just gonna. You know what?
I can't imagine like the sentence is, please stop.
No, not quite. The sentence is, you want ... you want me ... No, wait. It is you want ... you want me to ... surrender ... exclamation mark.
Oh, okay.
And then Shay continues talking for another few pages. I assume. I assume. I mean, that's how I remember the scene at least. You know what? I'm just gonna read the dialogue out loud.
No, please
The
don't.
Empire of Ursus finds himself in a period of repeated ailment. Crops will not grow on the soil of the barrens. Soil in the shadow can only bear 4 flowers of corruption. You may be betrayed by those you adored. You may witness the moments in which your friends die for you. You may realize the expectations you held for the future have lost all meaning. Because all that you do, Felix, in other people's eyes, Felix, still cannot make you up for the pressure you bring about with your appearance, Felix, your status, Felix.
Stop
You
saying
will realize
Felix.
it all
Please.
can be sacrificed. You will realize that all love themselves more than their neighbors. You, Felix, will come to know that your proud struggle symbolizes nothing at all. You will come to see, Felix.
This
these
music
great
is right now is
lands
perfect.
You will come to see, Felix, these great lands, the Saarlands. You threw yourself to. Do not watch. But you will see your
The
thoughts and
Saarlands.
actions, the Saarlands, become non-existent. You will see them spurn all you revered, your life, your dignity, and philosophy void of all significance. Because these people, who you're supposed to call noble, are ambling corpses. Are but ambling corpses. All I have encountered, you will encounter too, Felix.
Okay, Hannah.
And then you will say, you want ... You want me to ... surrender ... exclamation mark? And then I say,
Question mark.
No. Right, there should be a question mark. No, it's not a question mark. It's like she realizes that he wants her to surrender. That's why it's not a question mark, Felix. But it's
Okay.
good that you pay that much attention. And then I say, no. I truly am using these originium arts. There's no deception, nor threat. Oh, that said, my art... Okay, I'm going to stop because it ends here anyway. But a lot of talking. Felix, do you like this writing style?
No.
Do you think this could easily be voiced completely?
No.
But I just did it, Felix. How much could it cost? $5? Like this one meme. How much could a banana cost? $10? Okay. When someone's... I should make an edit of...
How much could a banana cost? $10.
Such a good meme.
I understood what you said, Felix.
What?
Can you repeat?
I mean, how much do you think a banana could cost? €10? $10? This thing.
Yeah.
Also.
Banana, yeah, I'm just...
$3.50.
Huh?
About $3.50.
Like this is like one of... Where's this meme even come? I want to know. It's from some series. It's Arrested Development. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna post it for Stefan to understand. I mean, it's one banana, Michael. What could it cost? $10? It's like such a very adequate. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed my dramatic reading of this very out of context.
Okay, I think the hair is getting somewhere. I think this
I'm
roughly
going to give
works.
Project Terra a bad review on Letterboxd. Does Letterboxd still exist? Time-saving
Why?
idea. Make a guy with a big red beard and make it her hair backside sprite. So if people want camera spin feature, you can make Easter egg that spins camera to pixel camera lens with mirror reflection of a tiny... Yeah, perfect. And Kashye is basically having a monologue. Yeah, basically. I mean, I vaguely remember that he has like 80% of the lines in that dialogue. And then he dies. So I don't even remember what the point of the entire scene was. I just know that he dies at the end and then still continue talking for a bit.
I see. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
Amazing. 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 Anyway.
That's how it is. Yeah.
That is how it is. You know, and I did send you some short dialogue example of Limbus Company as a comparison, and it was very good, wasn't it?
I'm not sure I exactly remember reading it.
It was the one with the one guy who says burnt things are significant in their own, and who was basically like burnt things are just a societal concept or something. And then the other guy was like, no, was giving like a very matter of fact scientific explanation of what burnt means. It was very good. I laughed a lot at this exchange. It is very good that this game has like a chicken-focused event, and it is very silly and very good. And then the plot twist was basically the same plot twist as the Chica Ramen storyline from Kaguya-sama at the very end. And I laughed a lot.
Okay.
Sounds like good music. Holdanian says, for the first time ever, hi, I finally caught this channel live. It doesn't to say I played CrossCode earlier in this year and turned out to be one of the best games I've ever played. Looking forward to all your future projects. Thank you. It's good to hear. It's, by the way, it's still so wild to me that you still have people come in, or not just come in, but say basically in general, man, I recently played CrossCode for the first time, and it's like such a good game. And it's I'm like, man, it's like, how many years ago? Is it 5 years already? Or no, more like 4 years. 4 years since we released the game.
5 years actually, almost. No, like 4.5 years. Yeah. I mean, that's just the magic of, I guess, stores like Steam. You know, people find games even long after they have been released, and
that's true. And there seems to be this thing that CrossCode has like a relatively long like tail in terms of sales and stuff. Because I mean, I do at times, like every few weeks, I check out the storefront again and check how the reviews changed and stuff, and then I realize, man, we are still getting new reviews, and not even all that few. And it's always nice. We recently reached 12,000, which is nice.
Yay. Okay. Neat.
Of course, means that we at some point need to release CrossCode, the final hotfix, part 2, part 2, first part or something.
Director's cut.
Director's cut. Yeah. Because if Attack on Titan can do that, so can we. Please remember the early version of CrossCode when hedgehogs in the first area was the final part of the game. It was like 2016 or something. I think it was even earlier. It was like 2015.
Yeah, I think it was even earlier.
Yeah, 2015. But that's kind of interesting, isn't it? Like we are
like the demo, right?
Yeah, it was like the demo. It was like the demo before we had like Bergen. I could even check when it was because we have like our changelog that says it. I want to say something. First of all, Teflora
Wow.
asks, what is her leg doing? Felix. Oh, her leg. Oh, yeah, I know. I see what she means.
The final hot trick remix. And you know what version we call that?
That's just a
0.8.
separate bone. That's what it's doing.
0.8?
Yeah.
Let me just check.
No one playing Kingdom Hearts these days, I see.
Yeah, okay. Kingdom Hearts is like a retro game at this point. I mean, the first one definitely is, I guess, considering how old it is. I just want to say, it's kind of interesting. If you think about CrossCode released in 2000, no, not released. The first early access version of CrossCode released in the middle of 2015. The first the full release was in September 2018, so that was like 3 years later, plus a few months. And now we have more time between the 1.0 release of CrossCode than between CrossCode and the early access release. Come on, isn't that wild? Say something. It's very wild. Come on, help me out here.
Sorry, I'm currently trying to animate stuff.
God damn it! Stop working and indulge in my time and things. Anyway, we have something in the chat. Korab says Steam is having a bad times right now. Many people are angry. I don't know what you mean. I haven't paid attention to Steam drama. Every time I read the CrossCode reviews on Steam, I get irrationally angry. So many negative reviews saying too many puzzles or ad-hoc action common in this game that has the puzzle and action tags. I mean, the puzzle thing we kind of can understand to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Because in hindsight, we think like, oh yeah, we should have maybe paced the puzzles a bit better.
Yeah, that's
like
what I
with
think
the
too.
dungeons and stuff like that. But that's like a thing that we even realized during development. But it's more like we had our first dungeon finished, then we realized, okay, the first dungeon is this long, and now we can't really make the next dungeons shorter. So it kind of
Yeah.
trapped us
like
in this loop. But I mean, we still don't think it's bad. It's just unusual and maybe not ideal for like most people's sensibilities in terms of pacing.
Yeah.
And we try to make it a bit different for us in the new game, not in the sense that there will be less puzzles necessarily, but they will be paced differently. Not as many puzzles in a row and stuff like that. Jack CrossCode Morant subscribed for the 14th month. It says,
Hello.
"Hi, Philip." Hey.
Hi,
and
Jack CrossCode Morant.
Thanks for your good work on the meme front. I kind of like to deluge. I kind of liked the deluge. I think that's how you say it, of puzzles. It's the where the hell do I jump thing for most side quests I didn't like. Still gave the game positive reviews. So yeah, I mean jumping puzzles were also somewhat mixed in terms of the reviews, but I think it's also something that will be a bit easier in Terra because of the graphic style. If I may ask, are there plans for using the same composer for Project Terra? Yep, that was already asked like a bit earlier. Dennis will also be part of the team again.
Yeah.
Or rather, is still part of the team. I mean, I think he posted a few tracks already, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Did we ever put them in one of our dev blogs, by the way?
I have no idea.
It's like a thing that we might have forgotten. I mean, I'm pretty sure he once posted some work in progresses on his Twitter that we could have. Interesting.
Oh my gosh. Why again did we decide to give this character such huge hair? Oh my
Because
gosh.
it's cute.
Oh
I
my
wanted it.
god. Yeah, okay. Nobody must complain about hands glitching through the hair then, because that's what you get if you do hair like this.
That's what you get when you do hair like this. Is it legally distinct Kirby?
Might be Kerber. Doesn't even look that bad.
There was also something Javid found out with the fish. We already looked at the fishing animations,
Mm.
and he made some really cool move animations.
Mm.
Like the fish is really awesome for that.
Okay.
And he had a suggestion. I think that we can do this. It's a little bit of work, but I think I could also do it.
What does he want to have? I mean, what feature are you talking about?
Once the ability to have per frame the option to change the Z order of a graphic. Because he noticed that with sideways animations, he sometimes has the problem that stuff kind of overlaps, you know what I mean?
You want to have this per direction per frame, and that's a lot of stuff.
I would make it almost like a info object that kind of says, all right, I want a different direction here, and I want to override these properties, and then it changes only these properties for that frame, you know. And when it's connected,
I know how to implement this. It's just that it's. I know how you could implement this. It's just a whole lot of data. It's just. I'm not a big fan. I was hoping we could avoid this.
Yeah, like Javid said that it is a unique thing with the graphics that we have. You know that we.
I know, of course. I mean was always a trouble.
I looked at the code, so I haven't. I think I could do it.
Again, it's trivial to do this. It's just that it's, I don't know, like there's just a whole lot of because you would need to specify this per direction, per frame, right? Because you only want to change the Z order really for one certain direction, not for all directions, because this will likely break things again. And that's something that I think currently you don't have per direction data at all.
Yeah, like maybe I'm misunderstanding something. We can talk another time about this.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be in the stream. To be fair,
please.
I only had like a very short look at it.
Yeah, please discuss these features with me before you plan anything ahead. Because
I just wanted to mention that we looked at the fishing. I think like this is really cool. I already looking forward to the fish. Like especially like those motions where you have like the snake kind of deal, you know.
Yeah.
They look very good animated. Like a very he used like 4 frame repeat. So it looks like one of those Castlevania snake heads.
I see.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Do we use IK? We do.
Yeah.
We do
Maybe
indeed
I
use.
can move this a bit more further outwards.
Oh yeah, that's Juno walking animation, right?
Yeah,
You're
yeah, it
making one
is.
for her already? Nice.
Hmm?
You're making one for Filia.
No, I'm just seeing how the hair
Ah.
works in practice. I mean, this is less about creating an actual animation, but testing if the bones work, if you can potentially animate this. Yeah, I'm trying out things essentially because something about this still doesn't look too good.
IKEA. Do we use IKEA?
Hmm?
Like IKEA, you know. Furniture.
Yes, we do have inverse kinematics as a tool to animate things, yeah.
Inverse kinematic early access.
Hmm.
IKEA. Speaking of EA, by the way, I started playing the new Star Wars game.
And
Like on PlayStation, right? So because I heard on PC there's like the usual shader compilation they do at runtime, which is always fantastic. I have to say, like, I don't understand why the performance mode, like they have ray tracing on, but it's also on in the performance mode, which I don't understand. Like, if I want performance, I want performance. I don't need ray tracing. Go away with that. So instead of performance mode, you basically just get something between 30 and 60 FPS. So it's very, very choppy all the time. It's not correctly syncing. So for the first time in a long time, I have seen vertical synchronization issues where you can kind of see the image splitting. That's sort of rare, especially considering that like the consoles these days have VRR support, but this game for some reason doesn't. I know, classic EA moment, I guess. Is this a custom program? It is, and thanks. We built this. We did this.
We made this.
We made this.
And the figure editor in particular is done by Felix.
Yes.
Yeah.
He poured like, how long was it? Like a year, I would say, right?
I mean, didn't exactly took a year, but took some time, definitely.
I have a totally real question here. How is this girl affiliated with the main character?
Sorry, Hannah, can you repeat that? You're super quiet for me. One moment. Okay, can you say it again?
How is this girl affiliated with the main character?
Ah. That's actually a good one. I actually like that one.
Yeah.
Why would you do shader compilation at runtime? It's a thing because, like, imagine this, right? It is better to optimize shaders for your particular system. But for consoles, you can just pre-build these shaders, right? Because the system is always the same. But for PC, you have two options. You either pre-compile them, like at the start of the game, one time, or you do what every lazy team does in the beginning, at least. You do it whenever the shader is needed. And that leads obviously to lags, especially on hardware that has less memory. And yeah, a lot of games suffer these days from this, like DirectX, the newer DirectX games. It is sad, but okay. What can you do?
Sadness is enveloping us all.
Nothing we can do about, you know. the developers have to build something, and like maybe you have for people that have played, for instance, Monster Hunter Rise, right? When you start a game the first time, it takes a while because it like compiles the shaders. So that way, it doesn't need to do that while the game's running.
Yeah.
Some people demanded for CrossCode to have like a outfit system. I don't think they demanded. Some people were
Yeah,
just
it
like
was
memeing
yeah.
about,
Requested,
where's my guy
maybe.
character? I need my bikini outfit or whatever. I think that was more like,
Yeah, I think we had a few questions that were like, yeah, why doesn't the look change when you change equipment or
oh
something
yeah,
like that?
yeah.
But I mean, I think that's first of all, it's very easy to answer why that is, and secondly, maybe a lot of people also meet with that, and those that didn't likely just don't understand how. They just don't understand our pain. No, they don't understand how it works. So that's then pretty easy to explain why. And that's not malicious or anything. It's just a lack of understanding, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Just isn't built like that.
Mm.
It's potentially a bit
I
more
actually
viable
can
than Terra.
imagine some additional, at least for the hair here, I can think of some Z offset settings where the Z offset is increased only from certain angles. I think this.
By the way, good.
Oh,
Okay,
oh
it starts
no.
already.
Oh,
Anyway,
Hannah.
be right back.
Oh, Hannah.
No.
It's
Oh,
like the
leave us
only song
alone.
that I can find really quickly that is suitable for this.
Why do
Fortunately.
you do this to us?
It's a classic. What do you want?
It's a classic.
It's a retro classic from the N64. From the N64's
When
impeccable library. It's also not super long, so come on.
I mean, technically, with the system we could have these changes, but it's not like, you need to design these outfits and everything.
It's a whole lot of work to make sure it
Yeah.
always looks good and all that, so.
In 3D, obviously, can be a little bit easier, yeah. But even then in 3D, it's sometimes like you have to sometimes just go and say like, all right, things will clip. Since some armor might be bigger, there's only so much adjustments you can make.
Maybe we just need to adapt the animation. Actually, that is the easiest fix.
I will not add anything for modders to do this in particular. I didn't build the figure system, it was Felix, first of all.
Yeah.
And also I don't know, like, modders will find a way anyway. I am certain. Will the comment will be like CrossCode? There will be no PvP. It's not in the same world as its own universe with a unique setting, not MMO setting. So MMO wouldn't make as much sense, I believe. But it will have similar combat. Personally, I feel like it's less chaotic than CrossCode.
Yeah, that's the goal.
And you have like more like expression where you can like do some combos, you know, do less button mashy, so to speak.
I think some legs are still outdated. That looks like leg parts.
Craft, what is a PNJS? PNJS. Oh, does Yunu rotate her head a lot when she's moving?
Sorry, what?
Like walking? Or did you're just testing things, right?
I mean, she doesn't rotate her head, it's just that the hair is moving. Because the problem is that the hands are glitching through the hair. I'm not sure how you can even fix this. Honestly, it's really tricky. I think the best thing to do probably is to say that maybe I will actually implement something where you can specify a Z offset per facing direction, and can say that, okay, when you see it from behind, it has a pretty strong Z offset, so there's nothing rendered above it. But on the side, you say it's actually kinda negative, so things are like rendered more in front of it. Because that's usually what you want. The hair is kind of like that, because it has this huge volume, and otherwise you will always have things glitching through it, like here. Or like here. And you can avoid this by making it move like this, so you can... It looks a bit less weird then, but then you have very strong hair movement. Which I do think doesn't look that bad though. I mean, it's...
Alright.
It's less, well, better than static hair anyway.
That sounds fair.
But yeah, probably something I will implement. Yeah, but I would really like to avoid per frame Z offset specifications. Like, I would try to kind of design the figure in a way where this is not required. And it's possible that the fish may have some settings, and because of that it doesn't, it has weird the issues. And you just need to tweak the figure instead.
Yeah, if we can use this for the like specifically, like you can take a look at the fly fish if you want. Like the animation is already uploaded.
Which animation? Which animation is it actually?
The move animation. He made two versions because he was unsure what we wanted.
Okay.
One is like sideways and one is like up and down.
Okay.
Personally, like when you look at it, it's like, oh damn, both look actually pretty. And and he noted that he didn't know how to deal with it.
So what exactly is the issue?
The sideways animation for the fish is, you see in some directions it's glitching the head into the next graphic because it's moving forward, right, into the room. And then it's moving back again, and technically it should be in the front.
What should be in the front again?
Not the up and down, like take these sideways. The move 2 is that, I think.
Oh,
I mean, you see it in move 1 as well, but and then do sideways, I believe, or like diagonally.
I mean, it looks perfectly fine to me.
It's hard to tell with the. No, look like diagonally. I have to be on my editor as well, like with the desync.
Honestly, if we now have an issue finding these, seeing those issues by looking at it at a looking glass in the editor, close zoom in, like no player will notice this.
No,
ever.
I'm telling you, you'll see that. I just don't have the I'm not in my office, so I couldn't like check it. That's the problem right now.
Yeah, but
I'll
okay.
make a screenshot tomorrow and show you
Okay.
what I mean.
Maybe he did some changes, and that's why it's you cannot see anything. Maybe it's this one here. Yeah, that one. This looks weird. If you mean this here, Stefan.
Wait a couple of seconds. It might be, yeah.
Yeah, because this looks kind of weird. Because sometimes the head is in front. But it's also kind of like the way the graphics are done here. But this is actually something that you could fix with the thing I have in mind as well. Because you kind of fix the same...
Oh yeah, there you see it, yeah.
You could fix this with this kind of Z offset per direction thing that I...
Yeah, I think that's what Javid suggested.
Yeah, but the big difference is you wouldn't specify this in animation, but in a graphic. And it would just say that once the head is looking back, then you would just apply a Z offset to making sure it's always rendered behind the body parts. And
Yeah.
I think this is something we could do. It's just another way to tweak the graphics a little bit, essentially.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
think that would solve basically all these issues.
yeah, because we probably need this for Filia's hair as well, the way I see it, because it's just too much damn volume. This hair.
There's also some other cases where I don't want to spoil anything for reasons that I figured maybe this, when Javid showed me this, this might lead to other issues.
This one is definitely
but
quite
still, like,
new.
look at this animation. It's so good, man.
Yeah.
He didn't even do the wings yet, but it's still because he was waiting for our input.
Yeah. I actually do like this one a bit more, because the problem with this one is always that you don't know where exactly he's moving, right?
Yeah,
but with this one,
right. Yeah.
with this one you kind of see it.
I felt like the sideways. I told him maybe it's good for like an attack as a tell, you know.
If you do the sideways thing, I would try to actually have the head always look at the same direction.
Yeah,
kind of
in
like,
the direction it's moving.
oh
yeah,
my
makes
gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, this is actually incredible hard. Oh no. Yeah, it's actually impossible to do that. Oh shit, we need to change the figure. The way it's actually constructed, it's impossible to have the head look in a different way compared to this bone.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that the problem is that the head should be the root, and from the root there should be...
It's not the root?
There's no root, there's only a head. Like, the head is the root right now, and it's impossible to make it... to control the direction of this one. It's...
And that's why we don't use suboptimal, subatomar multi-model reflection sorting to render liquid gas streams in our engine.
Yes.
Right.
Wait, what is happening?
Yeah. You
Okay,
need to
you can do
you
this.
need to use asynchronous analogous input, I believe, to
Yeah.
solve this issue.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, so you can fix this. It's just really annoying to do that. You just need to do this and move it back again. Okay. Yeah, so essentially like this a little bit. Okay, it's not quite as bad here. Yeah, something like this. That's how I would fix this.
Yeah, I was telling him like the sideways may be some kind of attack he's doing, right? He's
Yeah,
doing the
but
slithering and then he's
even when he
attacking.
does the attack, I think it's important that the head should stay
Yeah, it should look
somewhat
at, you,
at the
like
same.
in the direction it's moving.
Yeah.
I agree. It makes sense.
A bit of Bailey subscribed for 31 months.
Let's go.
Hey there.
Ole. I remember we had this April jokes video, right?
April Fools, yeah.
April Fool's joke with these like completely insane terms.
You mean like
I
the
had to
game
laugh at
design? Oh my gosh, yeah.
the game design one, yeah.
Oh my, I
Like-
took this so serious. I hated this.
It was so good.
I 100% fell for this video. And I really felt stupid. I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, I feel
I
like
mean,
I
this-
understand game design and game programming, but I don't get anything this video is saying. What is even happening? And
That was
then,
What is
funny.
he- yeah, like one of the part that you showed, it was like, so what the heck is he talking about?
yeah.
It's just another level of game design that we haven't,
Yeah, like,
haven't reached
like,
yet.
damn, maybe we're not that good at developers after all.
Nope.
You know?
We still have much to learn, I think.
Much lower, like, damn. Like the one where they talk about the controller being asynchronous was like the best. Like, oh my god! Like I feel like, all right, this makes no sense. But I guess I'm just stupid. But then I checked the date and I was like, doubt, major doubt.
Hmm.
Fantastic video, really nice. Even he even like got one of the developers for what was it, Cyberpunk, to say
Yeah.
something, so it looked really legit.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, the shadows are weird with this one. Oh boy. Maybe we just say that the wings don't have shadows. I actually like this. Because then
Yeah, they're just very translucent, you know.
yeah,
We make it lower. I write a lower text for it that says like, alright, the
okay. It's just
wings are
soft.
so thin that they don't have any shadow.
Hmm. They're more like energy based. There you go. Now it's just a sausage. Perfect. Yeah, that looks good enough. Easy. Easiest fix. Okay, we still have an issue here, maybe. This one also. Perfect. Nice. Good. Yeah, because it's really tricky to get the shadows perfect with our system.
My ears are itchy. Jesus. Yeah, Flora posted that one unironically, like, and was like very serious about it.
Yeah.
She fooled us.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man. It's totally something
but-
we should
Yeah,
pay attention to.
some of the things we really should consider.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna save anything.
What? By the way, nice fish.
Yeah.
And also the animation is also nice, Felix.
Have one did job at the fish animation. Okay, so yeah, this is broken, but I think the best fix for this probably is just saying, okay, we add Z offsets, like really strong Z offsets, not really strong, but somewhat strong. So then, for instance, if I now say that the hair has a Z offset of, say,
Humongous.
humongous, yeah, like -4, then this looks good. Maybe even a bit more.
To a degree, the clipping isn't that bad. Almost
Yeah, I
as if
mean-
she's like pushing the...
Yeah, I mean, for the
The
hair,
hair,
yeah,
yeah.
I guess you can tolerate it somehow because it's like fluffy hair and it's probably like a cloud and it's just the hair is just moving through it, so whatever. But still,
At least from
Look, so-
I'm watching on my phone,
Yeah.
so it's very small.
so this looks now good from this angle, right?
Yeah,
From this
but
angle.
obviously, if you, yeah.
But then from this angle, it looks broken. But for this angle, you would instead say, okay, make the opposite, make it like really strong, like 4. And now nothing will be rendered in front of it. And this is like a little bit inconsistent, but each perspective looks consistent. And I think that's probably the way to go. Yeah. So that's something you need to implement. But yeah.
Oh, fix. Implementing, by the way. Have you shown the current state of the map menu?
No, it didn't show anything actually. I don't know.
Oh.
We recently
Right
had the
to
blog
Gamedev.
post, so
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Let me
That's
go
true,
to
we had
this
the
map.
blog post. Yeah, you have to go to the garden map, to any start area map,
Okay.
or else it won't work.
CSGO calls it volumetric smoke. This is just volumetric hair. That's true.
Volumetric hair, the newest technology, you know.
Look at
Which is
this. Oh my gosh. it's
Detailed maps. Woo!
detailed maps. Oh my god.
Finally got them. Yay.
Wee. And they're actually now updating still per position, right?
Yeah.
Funky
It shows your
water.
current position. That is completely implemented already. Like you have to enable the debug in the debug settings, and you can see the dot.
Where is it?
Oh,
Debug
yeah.
settings?
Yeah, in F1 and then in the debug options.
Debug
There's like a toggle
option.
Called map menu debug or something like that.
Debug menu, here you go. I mean, the game still runs a bit slow when I'm streaming. I still didn't install the new graphics card. I'm too lazy.
I would come over to you and help you with it.
All
Yeah,
the
oh,
ways
man,
are
it's
freaking.
It's super desynced. It should be under menu.
Oh yeah, look at this. You can see the player position.
We can, I think realistically speaking, we can check if we want to make the grid even finer. Now that it like works with grid cells again. But obviously that always doubles the memory needed, right, to save.
Oh, teleporter missing. No.
I definitely try to optimize it as best as I can. To really only ever draw the stuff it needs to. I can even do more optimization. I figured out how to make it even faster. And I also, something I did on the stream, Felix, is I added something called drawables. Like for the, when you, let's say you have the village on community level 2, right? And then you need some new stuff visible on your map. And you can add these drawables, and they get baked into the graphics.
Oh, okay.
And they can be conditional as well.
Nice. So you can make it it change over time.
Yeah, exactly.
This is an actually polished map.
Yeah, I figure like we definitely need it, otherwise the villages might look completely wrong.
That's true, yeah, we probably need this, that's true. Please let me swim. No. No swimming. Okay.
Is that map image generated or pre-made? It is both. It is generated. It's generated from the map data. 1 pixels, 1 tile. And then these images are saved. And we just dynamically load them in when we need them.
Yeah.
We'll see if that ever has memory problems.
Yeah. Okay.
It unloads them obviously, right? If they're not needed.
Yeah. I think I will just add some here whenever you specify a graphic, you can specify alpha offsets here, and then
alpha offset? Oh, you mean
the Z order offsets. I mean, yeah.
I understand.
Something to work on. Okay, actually I wanted to work on some other stuff like I mean, even with that, it doesn't look horrible. I think it works already, kinda. It's essentially polishing. How does the run look like? Yeah, not so great. What is happening actually? Holy shit. Like the walk looks kind of okay, but the run is entirely... What is happening?
And just alpha image is being drawn by Juno. Alpha image? Oh no, it's not. Yeah. It's basically an array that stores the grid cells that Juno visited. Literally a 1-bit array. Gets a little bit more complex when you want to do more advanced stuff. I have to be honest. There's some optimization to make sure that we only ever look at the grid cells that we need to. Obviously, when the map is done, there's also an optimization that when the map is completely done, we never draw any alpha image. We just draw the maps that need to be visible.
Okay, let me just copy this again because I can't believe that this is the actual run animation.
Whoa, what is... Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know it wasn't. Somebody worked on this.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Wait a second. And now it looks correct. Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh no. Looks like it was a bug in an animation system. This is not good. Maybe that was because I deleted some of the nodes. That's actually very possible. Anyway, looks actually a lot better now. I think this sheet for Filia's hair will be huge. Will be humongous.
She's running like Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan.
Titan, part 2. Part 1.
Part 2, the final mix.
It's weird.
And the running animation looks... I mean, of course, there's problems with the hair still and the arms and stuff, but like on a basic level, it's...
I mean, that's just a big advantage of the system. But yeah, I mean, if you wouldn't have this hair, it would be very easy. But we had to give her humongous hair. So, what can you do?
Obviously, this means that the hair strands have to be animated like individually, not like the strands, but you know, the hair has to be pushed back for the running.
Okay.
Do you want to say there's some pushback on her hair?
Pushback? No, we would never push back on that.
Yeah, that's another reason why I would make the side animation behind. Yeah, I mean, that's a big advantage, really. I really want to have the Z offset, because then I can say here the Z offset is very large. And then it's easy to actually make add additional pixels here that are always drawn behind the head. But for this one, it's okay if it's actually in front. So this is really, yeah, that would really solve a lot of issues with the hair, I think. Okay, and you can even make it rotate.
Moish. Oh, it's that time again.
Time of the year?
You wanna go to bed?
No.
Gotta work on more map stuff tomorrow. Still have to add gamepad input and well, it's interactables, obviously. Area maps also need to be implemented.
Right. First, I have to teleport you.
Doesn't look too bad. Maybe just make it that the frame repeat is lower.
I imagine also that Thomas probably wants to animate the hair while she's running.
Yeah, we should at least have one alternate animation for run. Or like when it's kind of up tilted like this, because from the back you cannot do this by rotating, right? So, yeah.
Alright, everyone.
Yeah.
Have a good day, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
And until next time.
Until then, bye bye.
Felix, have you heard of anime?
No, what's anime?
It's animated cartoons.
Sounds creepy.
From
Do not
Japan.
want.
But now you will likely ask, but what if an anime is from not Japan, but it has the same style? Is it still anime?
You mean like CrossCode?
For example. Does it
Yeah,
still count?
I think people would call this an anime.
It's true, it's an anime. Just like Monty defined it. May his soul rest in peace. Anyway.
Project Terra is the first of its kind. It's a hair strand-like game. Okay. What? All right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I only like American road dramas. Oh, Felix, you like anime, right?
Yeah, I do.
And you, especially, you love VTubers.
No.
Now, what if I tell you there's this season, there's an anime about VTubers?
Oh, I hate that.
And what if I told you that it's bad?
I would be very happy to hear this and glad that it's really, really bad.
I mean, actually, I have to say, it's an anime. It's like an idol anime, basically. Like, newcomer wants to be the best VTuber because that's the thing of this anime, and it's actually about Kizuna Ai, but not as the main character. But Kizuna Ai. It's this really stupid Kizuna Ai anime, and they're like, oh yeah, they want to become like Kizuna Ai, the best idol. And so it's basically an anime that's just, it's basically just blowing. How you say it? It's basically talking big about Kizuna Ai, how great she is, and how new idols want to be like her because she's the best. Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Like, it's really cringe. I mean, I haven't really watched it myself, but I've seen enough screenshot of it. And the best part is, like in the ending of the first or second episode, they talk about some very interesting online concepts, Felix.
Oh yeah, I saw the screenshot about.
Yeah. Like
yeah.
In the first or second one, they talk about how great NFTs are.
Oh no! Why can't they just be dead?
I mean, they are dead, and because I mean.
But the enemy is just didn't catch up to that fact.
It's so fitting, because first of all, the anime is about Kizuna Ai, who hasn't been really relevant for like 2 or 3 years or something. Like she's basically retired, and her brand is basically it's basically toxic at this point, because the brand has actually been used to make advertisement for NFTs before. So
that makes sense.
It's not all that new. And I think in the recent episode, it also was like making basically talked very positively about AI generated art. It was like talking a bit like, oh yeah, you will sing for this music or to this music, and it's AI generated music. Isn't it great? Isn't this great? It's like, okay.
Okay,
that's great. Anyway, I thought it was. I mean, I can't really say much about it because I don't watch it because I'm not interested. But I think it's pretty funny to mention, even for people who don't who are not into VTubers, because it's like, man, it sure is. It sure is funny. Also, do you remember how I told you that I got back into Duelist?
Oh no.
Well, I stopped playing again like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I just, I don't know, it's not bad or anything, it's just, I don't know, it takes a lot of time and it mostly stresses me out and the balancing annoys me. Because I sometimes don't win and that's just not good. Just bad design, all around.
Okay. Man, how do I fix this? Yeah, sometimes I also think just leaving Twitter might be a good idea.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Okay, I think I need to do this a bit differently. I need to design those hair strands. Blah. Okay, let's see. Hair. Tail tip. Give me...
Wait, I kind of stopped paying attention to the chat for the last few minutes. What? So anyway, the weather was nice the last 2 days, right? Right, Hannah? It's not stopping. What are you talking about? Free Christmas gift idea to Luxon's friends. A soundboard of him making various listening but not listening sounds like, oh really? Oh, I see, interesting. So that you can just press a random button and see.
That would be nice, thank you. I need this.
I can guarantee you I know him too well, so it wouldn't work on me. I would instantly start saying stuff like, oh, like start talking complete nonsense. And then I realize that he's not listening actually.
Damn it.
Because the thing is, even if he's not really listening, he sometimes still says something like okay. And then a minute later he's like, sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say?
That's correct.
Yeah. Like, I know all your tricks, old man.
Yeah.
Leaving social media. Yeah, I mean, thing is, social media really is time consuming and sometimes can be annoying to read, to see how stupid some people are. But then again, what if I miss when the important thing happens? What is the important thing, you might ask, and I'm just saying, I don't know. That's the thing.
Yeah. You never know what happens.
You never know what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, as with everything, there can be a good balance, I guess, but... And also there's cute art on Twitter. So, admittedly, it's easy to just find that good art and not like in a concentrated way and then leave again, but...
Yeah, I mean, the problem really is that I mean, there's this one side about Twitter where they mostly just discuss modern topics and you always end up in discussions where you feel like you see the worst kind of human beings discussing their stupid ideas or whatever. And this is like the worst part of Twitter, so I try to avoid that, not just listen to this. But then there's also like this currently I'm kind of bombarded by a flood of stuff out of context. Tweets, accounts, which just show funny videos of humans
Okay,
or
that's good.
Brits out of context. And you know, it's funny, it's entertaining, but it's also hugely distracting.
That's true. I like looking at VTubers tweet because they are funny and tweet funny things.
Yeah.
But that too is time consuming. Woohoo. Hello, I just dropped in and asked, did Geflügel always say everyone, or did he did he used to say every ball in server announcements? That's the thing. I mean, I'm kind of hit and miss in that regard since we stopped with CrossCode, because I mean, it's strictly speaking not every ball anymore, but we still use every ball in blog posts, but we don't really use it in stream announcements anymore. So. Yeah, it's true. Many OOC accounts are just reposting accounts, sadly. It's also, I mean, it's not as bad as it is with art. I think.
That's true. They're just
Just
reposting. I mean,
But, you know.
I know that like those accounts that do get the most followers just reposting stuff like crazy, but you know, it's hard to. It's a convenient way to receive. I mean, it's not like I actively followed any of that. It's just apparently Twitter noticed I read those things and
Every fish.
yeah,
But every
so
fish is not accurate because we are the fish. You are not the fish. End of an era, pour one out. Yeah, with Twitter, I think. I mean, I also decided to blog more, or rather report and blog when it's adequate, which it quite often is, sadly. But thing is, I actually like following certain world events and political events, stuff like that. It's like interesting to me, but that's like such a thin line on Twitter. At least I'm someone who, on principle, doesn't tweet. Like, I don't get into discussions, at least. I only read and then maybe like. I basically almost only retweet stuff that should be very uncontroversial. And I basically never tweet unless it's like personal stuff or like also very uncontroversial topics like, oh, maybe nice art or something. And that already saves a lot of time and nerves, I would say. But still, I mean, getting lost in like reading into tweets, topics on Twitter can also be like. But then again, so could be reading on Wikipedia or things like that. I mean, it's like everything is dangerous. Everything is dangerous. We're living dangerous. The world is on the brink of destruction. What can we do, really? What can we do, Felix?
Not much.
It's all bad. Best we can do is release the best game that ever existed.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of money, and then we die. That's how it will be. By the way, she looks, as we Germans say, rather fesch.
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 Okay.
It's a bit weird not being up to date all the time, but you get used to it. It brings you relaxation. Look at a bit of Baileys there, living in the woods. And being like, oh, I have found enlightenment in my rock home. No, just kidding. I mean, it's actually quite healthy in many ways. Look, I got a parasocial quota I gotta fill. I have a fish out here. Good luck with Silksong coming. Yeah, is that still a meme? Is Silksong still a meme? I didn't really pay attention to it. Release the best game that ever existed. They already did that, so I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, you could do it twice. But thanks. It ever existed until now. Yes, the worst moment of your life. for now. um,
Okay.
it reminds
So
me,
that means I have to flip this also, edit.
Felix, a very interesting and personal question.
Mm,
Do you sometimes hear like a thing,
no,
like a name,
I don't hear.
or
What?
or a big thing that's apparently very relevant for the kids these days, and then you just think, what is that? Who is that?
Yeah.
Like back when there was this big thing about a YouTuber called Dream, who was, I guess, a Minecraft VTuber, not VTuber, YouTuber or something, who had like this face reveal, and it was a very normal face, and then people talked about it for some reason.
Who?
Dream. He's just called Dream.
Okay.
Do you
It
know
was
him?
just a dream. No.
Yeah, he was literally just a dream. A very normal-looking dude who released his face. He released his face. He showed his face.
Yeah.
And then some people were like, "What? That's Dream. That's weird." And then I was like, "Who is this man? And why is he so famous?" And like, man, I wonder. Sometimes I think, man, I spend way too much time online, and then I think, man, I still don't know things about what happens online. So much stuff is happening online, and I don't know it.
It's probably impossible to know all of it. Yeah.
I'm Grandpa Simpson. I'm not it anymore. Back then I was it, but then at some point,
God, watching this hair work is weird. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's actually work what you're talking about, so that's great.
Yeah, this is
Felix is a hairdresser now, basically.
Yeah, I'm just a hairdresser now.
I know. And my number one is only because it's not only good, it was revolutionary in the mid-80s, and I played it then. Okay. No, but I wonder what is your number one psychiatric? Ah, Tetris. Could be. But that would be a bit too easy. Yeah, please. You used the boomer ages when it was easy to keep track of culture online. Then again, even 5 years ago or something, I had no idea who the fuck Dougie B was. Who was one of the most important or most well-known German YouTubers or something. But then again, she was like a beauty tuber, so I mean, why would I care?
But we're all up to date when it comes to beauty standards.
Yeah, totally.
Ready fish games.
I mean, I look in the mirror and I just know, yeah, that's it. But otherwise, I know shit about it. No, but funny enough, I also didn't know about Gronk, for example, until 5 years ago. That's the interesting thing. I knew about Gronk, or rather, I first learned about Gronk, the most well-known German gaming YouTuber, through Hair Decay and TrueMG, who are who were vaguely related to him online, but who are 500th of his relevance in terms of online popularity. It was rather funny, but I mean, I knew them personally, so that was the thing. Ah, Paradroid. Okay, let me. I don't know it, despite knowing some Commodore 64 stuff. I will look it up. Ah, okay, interesting. I think I've seen that before in screenshots. I've seen that before in screenshots. Someone who's even older than me once showed me. I like this. Holy shit. This is hilarious. This is a hilarious screenshot. Hope it's not too not safe for work. The software that you are using, is it free? It's free for us because we made it. Otherwise,
no, it's that's more like the opposite of free. It's not even available outside of our company right now. It's ours. It's a custom software that we wrote painstakingly.
Yep.
Was a lot of work.
Unless you mean the graphic program, because that's a sprite and that's not free. I mean, it can kind of be free because it's very easy to get, but it's very cheap.
It's not really expensive and definitely worth it. So
Yeah, totally. I
totally
mean, you can get it for
recommend
like
it.
when it's on sale, you can get it for $5 or less. And yeah, I like how they're both packing heat. Like the screenshot I posted of Paradroid. It's quite nice. Quite nice sprite art for that time. I'm glad the streaming time was awkward this week because I usually can't catch it. Yeah, but it's Labor Day for us Germans.
So that means we need to labor very hard.
Yeah,
That's why
I
I'm
mean,
streaming.
yeah,
Right?
I mean, our game dev stream is basically on the same priority as like police or firefighters, right? Or pizza delivery workers. It's free now because it's open source. Okay, that's Paradroid 90, the 16-bit remake that came from a Terra ST. Yeah, I figured that this was from a remake and not C64. Kind of expected that for this graphic style. But it's still funny because it was like one of the first screenshots I found.
Yeah, look. Doing characters is actually kind of tricky. Yeah, for the most part this works. I am content. I'm happy with this. Okay, let me just... Yeah, I'm not very talkative today.
We're also having like sleeping.
Hmm?
Or we have like sleeping music right now.
It really doesn't help. Still, we have 85 people just watching this and listening to us, not saying anything.
Yeah. It kind of feels like the best game is the CrossCode bootleg, period. Yeah, I agree. It's definitely the superior version.
Yeah. What can you do?
The drunken say, no?
Free Christmas gift idea to Luxon's friends. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, we had that already.
Yeah, we had this.
You know what? I'm gonna find. I'm gonna try to find something nice to wake you up. Have I ever mentioned? That's good. That's good.
Hmm.
With this. No. A bit of Bailey's is checking the Discord. Discord, the streaming Discord where he's on. He has like streaming Discord privileges, so he's able to check the now playing.
Oh, yeah.
And this is currently Animal Crossing, KK's intro.
Okay. Is this more epic music now?
It's Limbo's company. I wanted to actually play this one really fast track, but it's like the only one that SoundCloud doesn't have. So
Well,
so it's epic music, whatever.
okay.
What else do we have? Oh, I could play this one. That would be interesting. Oh, you know what? Dürüm Orientierungstabelle. Oh, this is very German. Ironically. Weißwurst ist ein echter Dürüm.
What is?
This something in Discord. Struktur pures Zutatenrebell. Amazing.
Die Orientierungstabelle. Zutatenbuch ist.
I can happily gush about CrossCode being my favorite indie game, but I've learned-
Burrito ist echter Dürüm. Oh mein Gott.
Yeah. But I've learned that
Smoothie, oh gosh.
smoothie, yeah, totally.
Burger, oh my gosh.
You guys have probably talked about this already, but how did CrossCode's ultimate range come to be? Did Dennis approach you about it? I think Dennis handled it mostly by himself, right?
Yeah, we actually didn't have anything to do with the remix. That was mostly just done by Dennis and probably Materia Collection. So they probably just came up with the idea.
That's the thing. He basically has all the rights to the soundtrack, right?
That's
in
correct.
terms of what's the word?
Distribution, all that.
Distribution right and stuff. Yeah. He has the entire full distribution right and stuff. So, I mean, we didn't really have anything to do with that, except maybe say, yeah, okay, because it has the CrossCode name on it. But I don't even think that we did that. It's just kind of implied that he can do it. He can do what he wants with it.
That's true.
But it's good. I mean, why haven't we played it? Is it on SoundCloud?
That's a good. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit
too late now.
Yeah, I read a lot of this. I already heard a lot of the remixes, but by the time it came out, I was kind of distracted by some other things, so I couldn't really hear much of it yet. Though I really should.
I just meant why didn't we play it in the stream? Then we could have just would have made a lot of sense. Let me at least post the link here that people can. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna post the blog post again. It's at the bottom of it. There's a CrossCode Ultimate Range done by Dennis, or rather organized by Dennis, but done by a lot of different indie, like a lot of different artists, like composers and stuff. Quite a few who also worked on other indie games, like Steel Plus, who did the DLC soundtrack for CrossCode, and on One Step from Eden, And I also recognize some other composers, some other games, but I don't have them in my head right now. And now back from the epic music to Animal Crossing or something.
I'm sleeping now.
Yep. Does it have Hell's Chicken music? That's a good question. Limbus Company Hell's Chicken. Because the Hell's Chicken event also has some amazing battle track. I think I sent you, but I assume you haven't listened to it because you ignore my messages. You
Yes.
croton. Yes, it has it. It has it. Yes. I will so play it, Felix. I will so play it.
Okay, do it.
It's really good. It's really funny. You know what? I will play both.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Sony Remaster, Numera Town. What is this? What is Numera Town? Ah, it's Pokemon, okay. An anonymous gifter gifted a tier 1 subscription to Coaster Conrad, thanks to the anonymous ghost person.
The anonymous ghost person.
Yeah, I mean, it's shown as a ghost to me. Yo, a Red Hat character. Now that's the good stuff. So fluffy, just want to bury my face in it. That's mood.
That's what it is.
Okay. Okay. So Felix, do you like this music?
Yeah, forget about the cape thingy. I'm not sure this will happen.
Ah, right. Yeah, it might be too much when she already has a fluffy.
Yeah, because I don't want to think about any cape stuff right now. Capes are cancelled.
Is the music waking you up a bit?
A little bit, yeah.
And this is just the normal version. The fancy version comes in half a minute or something, or 10 seconds. Ah, now the real version starts. Oh, I love it.
That's the chicken music, or what is this?
That's it's from the chicken event.
Okay.
And it has like, I'm not sure if you've seen the trailer. The trailer has like this late 80s, early 90s VHS advertisement.
Okay.
And also the music style, it's amazing. Man, that hair sure has a lot of attitude to it.
Yeah.
How much it moves. Okay, and this track that's coming now is something that a bit of Bailey's wanted me to add. So I to take any blame for this. But it sounds nice so far.
Yeah. Does Riding Fish Games have an office, or do you all just work from home? We do have a small office here in Saarbrücken. We're actually soon moving to a new office, which is still small. Yeah, but we mostly work over the internet, and most team members are just spread throughout Germany.
And other countries.
Yeah, that's true. I forget, we need a MILF. Okay. MILFs are now in R 2, okay.
I mean, they are very popular these days.
Are they still?
Yeah, I mean, it's better than some alternatives, I guess. Also, I forgot to say something to this person who was like, "Oh man, I love the fluffy hair." Have I ever talked to you about my new waifu?
Oh no! Don't listen. Get away as long as you can.
There's this girl called Ishmael in Limbus Company, and if you say, "Wait, that's a male name," I can tell you, yes, that's true. But have you heard about gacha games changing the gender of
historic persons?
Yeah, it's not historic, but like literary in this case, because Limbus Company does like the literary. Oh yeah, thanks to the Deutschland ticket, I can now drop by on more occasions and allow it. Yes.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Germany gets a whole lot more mobile now.
Yeah, thankfully. I mean, that's such a waste of money, right? They should instead do like the reasonable things, like make fuel cheaper or something, or build more autobahns.
Yeah. Wink.io2 says, "Oh nice, I didn't know you guys streamed. I've been following Project Terra through Twitter clips since you first started posting teasers, demos." Yeah, hello. We are streaming. We have been streaming for a long time, ever since we developed CrossCode or started the early access for the crowdfunding.
You just look into the Discord.
Yes, and what about it?
I've actually never used this GIF, and I thought, yeah, this is just perfect in this situation.
That fits.
I don't.
Oh man, RRR. That was such a good movie.
Maybe I should watch it at some point. I mean, I have a bit of a.
You should watch it.
I'm a bit hesitant about those Indian over-the-top movies for some reason, but
no, this is like it's just right. It's just good.
Just like this music now, which is also just right.
Okay. Yes, I know. Another first time chat. First time I caught a dev stream. Really enjoyed CrossCode, so excited to see how
Yeah.
Terra will work come out. Yeah, actually, I feel I probably want to end the stream a little bit early today because I did work on the figure to some extent. I did make some things better. At least the hair I think is more controllable. But the other thing I need to do now is implement this technical thing, and I feel. Yeah, today is it's too much for today. Anyway. RRR is the movie ever. It definitely is the movie ever.
That sounds great.
Yeah, every time you think RRR is done, it gets rare. Gets RRR. Yeah, it gets more RRR. It's yeah.
It gets more everywhere, everything, everywhere at once, or something.
No, yeah, well, I know something about it worked for me, which didn't work for everything, everywhere, all at once. I don't know what it is.
Well, you can't win everyone everywhere all at once with your
That's
movie.
true. That's true.
There's always a Felix that's not everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, how's monogame nowadays? I heard it stalled a bit. It's only somewhere developed framework is FNA. What is monogame? Is it like is Winkio like okay, it's directed at Winkio, okay. Radical Rish Rames. Radical Radish. No, Radical Radish recipes.
Radical Rish Rames. Radical Radish recipes. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna.
Do I have to play Seinfeld?
Yeah, you have. Honestly, actually, you know what? I could work on some.
If you, I can still play something else if you still want to work on. Because we forgot.
Yeah, okay.
We forgot something for some
let's
time.
at least stream until 11. So we'll just quickly. I had just the thought something else I can work on.
I think this is actually the. Good.
Ooh, yeah.
Forgot it
Yeah.
for so long, Felix. How could we?
How did we forget?
Now that's a track to wake you up.
Yeah.
Get your blood boiling. Forget me, don't forget me.
By the way, I just recently noticed there is actually an option in Sprite to change the way alpha colors are modified, and that you actually replace alpha whenever you paint something with the brush instead of applying the color with the alpha setting. And this is really useful if you do pixel art of things with transparency. It's quite amazing. I'm so happy I managed to do the switch to Sprite.
Let's see. No.
You're done?
I mean,
not quite.
yeah, not quite. How is it with you in Photoshop, by the way? I mean, do you still have to... Is it a thing that you still have to pay, like, monthly? If you would want to use it, or is it like...
Yeah, it's monthly subscription, yeah.
Yeah,
And I still have it, because I still need it at some times. But, you know...
Or like, visual, when you want to make, like, I don't know, posters for, or draw something, I guess.
Well, I mean, even for Pixar, because it does have some features that are missing from Sprite, like the gradient map, for instance. Which is hugely important to me.
You are hugely important to me.
Thank you. I'm glad to know that, Hannah. So...
What were you using before Sprite? Yeah, Photoshop.
Just I did pixel art in Photoshop. And if that sounds painful, that's because it is. I mean, actually, I don't think it's that bad. You can tweak the settings in a way Then it's actually quite good to work with, I think. But yeah, it's not really designed for pixel art.
Felix was gaslit.
Huh?
You had like this. You were gaslit into liking it as a cost.
Probably.
And you had a sunk cost fallacy. You are not better than us gacha gamers, Felix, with your sunk cost fallacy in Photoshop.
Oh yeah, I've been using Photoshop for a really long time, ever since my aunt gave me a whole 100% legal copy some time ago.
Such a nice,
100%, yeah.
such a nice aunt. I assume she worked at Adobe.
Yeah, definitely. She worked at Adobe and gave me a very official copy, which
Yeah,
is
that's so
we're
cool.
100% legal.
So cool to know, Felix.
that's how I got into graphic stuff.
It's just like how
And I've
my
been using this Photoshop ever since, and I never kind of like I'm very much used to the whole control scheme and all of that.
it's just like how my uncle at Squaresoft gave me a English translated version of Second and Sets 3 at some point. Which
Oh yeah,
way back
yeah, he gave me that one too.
yeah, that's how I could totally legally play it back in the day.
That's yeah, exactly.
Ah, damn it! I wanted to finish this stupid map during guest stream, but I kind of got distracted by, you know,
Stream.
being a super entertaining chap.
Yeah.
Right, good mate.
Right.
Am I right, fellas?
Right.
Righty. Right on, my man. By the way, we still need to, or rather, I still need to get you to watch Oshinoko. I mean, I obviously already follow it, but I also still need you to watch it because it's art. I mean, and it definitely is about art, but it's also really, really good. They really put a lot of. That reminds me, they put a lot of art and resources into the adaptation. But also, I wonder if number one on my anime list. Oh no, the salty Full Metal Alchemist fans have downvoted it already. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with my anime list. It has like a top anime or manga ranking, but it only takes like the average. So if you have like theoretically a series that is super new and gets a ton of hype, then it's suddenly the most popular anime on my anime list because it has like a average score of like 9.5 or something. It's like, and then certain fans of certain series that are usually at the top get really salty and downvoted with 1 point ratings and stuff like that because it's totally meaningful. Oh no. Anyway, Oshinoko is really good. It's a really good series, and everyone should watch it and not be discouraged by the slightly weird sounding premise that you might read in like summaries or whatever. Yeah, it is a really wild premise, and the initial description is a hard sell, I would say, but it's really worth it. It's really, really good, and it gets really, really good really, really quickly. Like it has like this 90 minutes first episode, which they did very smartly because it gets you through the sus part and immediately gets you into some really good parts. You don't drop the series after like one episode that seems kind of weird. Hello, Radical Fish Games.
Hello.
How is progress in the game?
Progress is happening.
It's happening, as you can see.
Yeah.
I've only read the manga and it's great. Definitely have to watch the adaptation at some point. And even a bit of Bailey says, actually, yes, agreed. Felix should watch Orinoko.
Oh yeah.
That's nice. I mean, I'm not sure if you also watched the manga, but I have. I'm like up to date with it, and I basically read it since it came out, and yeah, it's amazing. It's really, really good. Like how it handles like media creation.
I mean, it's
Like
not
the
even
background-
like I need a lot of convincing to watch it, because
Yeah,
I mean, if it's the mangaka of Kaguya, that's already sold for me, because I like Kaguya so much. And
you also liked Scumswish, right?
yeah, kind of.
Yeah, because it's the artist of Scumswish, so.
You know,
And you really feel that she's also involved in the writing, as it's like, I assume that's for most pairs, because you also feel like the Scumswish influence in the series. Are you still working on Filia? Is the hair done at least? I mean, Felix is doing something else now, but...
Yeah, I'm working on something else now, because Filia is a bit too much right now. I'll work on that off stream. I'm working on some new Switch now that I started before, and I would just
Is it the tray switch, or which one is it? Wait, I can't see it.
It's a Wise Switch.
So that kind of thing.
It's
you need to be very. I know it's like the Switch where you need to have a certain intelligence stat to activate it.
Yes, you need to be a certain amount of wise, otherwise it doesn't work.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
If you're not wise enough, you won't be able to turn the switch.
I hope you are not spoiling anything with all those tabs open.
How 100%? Yeah, sure. Okay. I'm sure they will, you know.
Yeah.
By the way, try to not look too closely at my screen.
Don't make the quality too good enough. By the way, Redstone, Cassie, I can definitely say that you should watch the anime, because it's really high quality. It's really, really good. And the opening ending is high quality too. Another question by Mark Nefedov. How do you plan your game? Very well, thank you.
No,
it goes further.
We don't.
Do you actually have a script from start to finish, and now just implementing it, or do you more or less settled on the setting and main story idea, and others comes and as it goes? It's more like the latter. Like, we don't have a finished script, but we have most of the core story planned out.
Yeah.
I think there's still some details that are missing, and a lot of like basically all of the side quest stuff is still missing, but we are working on it. But the main thing is it's a bit more planned out from start to finish than CrossCode was. And in CrossCode we also had some start to finish stuff planned out, but not as final, and a lot was changing during development. Medical fish games accidentally leaking things, unheard of.
Never happened.
Yep. Oh no, I'm not wise enough. It's kind of like the most unpopular gameplay mechanic from the most unpopular Tomb Raider game. Where you also had randomly some stats system where you needed to get stronger by lifting a barrel or something in the level to then be strong enough to flip a switch or something. It was really, really weird. By the way, tell me when I should play the Seinfeld, because it's almost 11.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we can go on for a bit longer if you want. I just want to say, to mention.
Only for on.
Doing a bit more mapping on the side. Placing a bush. House without bush. It is not good. This is actually really good music right now, because this would also fit for like an late night show ending theme.
That's true.
Better not be leaking coffee. You might end up with another game studio. Is this a hot coffee reference? Like a GTA San Andreas reference? Or am I just too boomer and just have to think of this because it's something that I'm old enough to remember. Anyway, thank you for the game stream. I mean, it's not over yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not over yet. As many RPG heroes often say before doing a great attack.
Moment, almost. Just want to try something here.
I'm writing and enjoying the discussion. I'm happy. That's good. It's nice to be happy and get happy and make people happy.
Why is it what on?
Consider being a good person in life and making people happy.
Oh.
That will make you have less enemies. Sun Tzu, Art of War. That's actually what he said, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This is also great. I just said some nonsense about, be a good person and make people happy. That will reduce the number of enemies you have. Sun Tzu, the Art of War.
Mm.
This is also a great meme in recent times that people are like making fun, having like
fake quotes.
I mean, fake Sun Tzu quotes have been a meme for a long time, but people like very directly putting attention on Sun Tzu quotes being very, very vague, and then people being like, "Oh yeah, that's amazing," like Sun Tzu being like, try to surprise your enemy and let him not know what you want to do. Then people are like, wow, interesting, amazing. It's actually really funny. And that's not to put down Sun Tzu. I mean, he was influential for a reason, I guess, but like things that's like wisdom that should not be very surprising to you these days. Like maybe when you are like a not very smart and educated noble in ancient China, then maybe you can say like, oh yeah, true. But maybe not when you don't believe everything you read on the internet. Blink. Yeah. Vinland Saga. I still need to catch up on Vinland Saga at some point.
That one is good, yeah. Okay, so this roughly works. I mean, animations are missing, as you said, but yeah.
Try to not spend all your money so that you don't have it for food and having shelter. Adam Smith. I don't know. It's like doesn't really fit Adam Smith even, but you know what I mean. Oh no! Wait! I can make it a bit more fitting. Earn more money through your business than you spend on expenditure. Adam Smith. Okay.
Yeah.
And now Felix is like, oh man, I never thought of that.
Yeah, man. Should have known this before.
This is basically my economics degree now. Speaking of Sun Tzu, they're making a live-action adaptation of Kong Ming. Yeah, I've heard about that. I still haven't watched the full anime, to be honest.
I'm spoiling puzzle mechanics.
Yay, the usual.
Whee.
By the way, I implemented this, and nothing was ever changed about it, ever.
Never, ever. Yeah. 100% everything was finished. Okay. So let's end the stream.
Okay. Wait a second. I'm gonna do the important thing.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of expecting to only find like some weird remix. Sein fällt ihm Theme. Priority. Okay, let's hope it's a proper theme. Okay, now playing. Oh, by the way, what else is running this? Skip and Loafer is also a really good anime this season, by the way. It's really
Okay.
comf. It's very pleasant. It's very pleasant, and it has characters that are not annoying. And it's a high school slice of life, but it's actually really pleasant, down to earth,
Okay.
and nice. So it's very idealistic, to be honest, because it has people being like, yeah, very nice to each other. And basically, no one is an asshole, and it's like, yeah, it's totally how high school is, you guys.
Totally.
But it is very pleasant, and it wants to be, and it's good.
Mm.
What else am I watching? The Konosuba prequel spin-off. It's Konosuba, it's funny, and it's also pretty wholesome at parts.
What would
What
be
else? And
what would be a conventional commit? Now I'm curious.
a
mean,
conventional
like-
commit?
Probably have to write a lot more stuff in it, like describing what happened.
I mean, I'm trying to be a bit more conventional by at least putting like,
That's true, but you're the only
like-
one.
yeah, I'm the only one.
Actually,
like-
I think somebody actually mimicked you once.
Really?
I'm not sure. Maybe I think Parisa did this once.
Oh, okay, maybe she did it to troll me, I guess.
Maybe.
And also, the current Gundam series is really, it's amazing. It's really good. Seriously.
Okay.
If you are just a bit into mecha or action, politics, intrigue stuff, watch it. Oh, I knew it. I knew it would be some fucking remix
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, you heard this already before, so
yeah,
okay.
just pay attention. Whatever, we have to stop. We have to stop.
it'll
Jump,
never be the
jump.
same. Okay, yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Hope to see you again next stream. And yeah, hopefully we have more cool stuff to show off from Project Terra. I mean, you can just look at the blog post. Oh man, I have to end the stream. I can't do this anymore. Okay.
Thanks
Have a
for
good
watching.
evening, everyone. Hope to see you again.
Don't
Let's
forget
end this
to-
before it gets worse. Yes?
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Däumchen wären Träumchen. Give us a thumbs up.
No,
like and
no,
subscribe.
stop. Okay, yeah. Goodbye, everyone.
Follow us
So,
on TikTok and Instagram. And
yes.
okay,
No.
bye.
Okay, bye bye.